Psalm 29, a Psalm of David. Ascribe to the Lord, you heavenly beings. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord the glory due to his name. Worship the Lord in the splendour of his holiness. The voice of the Lord is over the waters. The glory of God thunders. The Lord thunders over the mighty waters. The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is majestic. The voice of the Lord breaks the cedars. The Lord breaks in pieces the cedars of Lebanon. He makes Lebanon leap like a calf, Syrian like a wild young ox. The voice of the Lord strikes with flashes of lightning. The voice of the Lord shakes the desert. The Lord shakes the desert of Kadesh. The voice of the Lord twists the oaks and strips the forest bare, and in his temple all cry glory. The Lord sits enthroned over the flood. The Lord is enthroned as King forever. The Lord gives strength to his people, and the Lord blesses his people with peace. The main message we see in Psalm 29 is that God's voice is powerful and majestic, and it reveals him as sovereign over all creation, storms, and all earthly strength. The psalm calls us as believers to worship God in all his holiness and recognise his strength, but also the people that he gives to his people. In verse 2, David calls all heavenly beings and worshippers to acknowledge God's incomparable glory in the splendour of his holiness. In verse 4, God's voice is described as mighty and powerful and full of authority, showing his unmatched dominion. And in verse 5, the imagery of breaking down mighty cedars shows the powerful and irresistible force of God's presence. Verse 10 emphasises that God reigns over all the chaos, the storm, and natural forces, demonstrating his eternal kingship. While verse 11 says that God's power is not only displayed in creation, but that he has given this power to his people as strength. Psalm 29 is a powerful reminder of God's majesty and sovereignty, portrayed as a thunderstorm. It invites us as readers to reflect on the might of that creation and the divine power that commands it. We are called to recognise the glory of God and his ongoing presence in our lives. The psalm encourages us to respond with gratitude and with awe, realising how small we are in the face of such amazing grandeur. So let us take a moment today to pause and appreciate that incredible power that surrounds us and offer our praises to God who deserves all glory.